반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
It had been 30 long years since Go Seung-hee last saw her, yet the moment their eyes met, she remembered everything. The face in front of her belonged to the woman who decades ago had abandoned her newborn daughter, Eun O. Behind Seung-hee's graceful manners and polished smile lay a chilling plan. She approached Eun O, a kind-hearted woman whose strength had withered under the weight of her mother's illness. With careful words and calculated gestures, Seung-hee earned her trust and persuaded her to take a routine health checkup at an exclusive VIP medical center. To Eun O, it seemed like a thoughtful favor from a generous acquaintance. But for Seung-hee, it was the key step in a scheme she had crafted for years. What Eun O could never have imagined was that this examination would entangle her in a web of secrets that began long before she was born. On the day of the checkup, the air inside the luxurious Seoul clinic was cold and unnaturally still. The marble floors reflected the dim lights as the fainted scent of disinfectant mixed with expensive perfume. Eun O rubbed her arms against the chill, uneasy but unable to pinpoint why. She still felt guilty for spending the morning away from her ailing mother. At the reception desk, everything was already arranged. She did not notice the faint smile that curved on Seung-hee's lips as she signed the final sheet, nor did she sense the danger hiding beneath that serene atmosphere. To her, it was just paperwork. To Seung-hee, it was the final seal of a carefully orchestrated trap. Soon after, Eun O changed into a medical gown and followed the nurse down the hall. At that same moment, across the city, Eun O's mother, Kim Seung-hee, lay sweating and feverish in bed. Worry over her children had worn her down, and no medicine seemed to ease her pain. Determined not to cause more concern for her daughter, she decided to go to the hospital herself. With unsteady steps, she left the house, whispered her daughter's name under her breath, and caught a taxi. The hospital lobby was crowded even on a weekday morning. Forcing down her dizziness, Seung-hee made her way to the reception desk. There, among the busy nurses, she suddenly recognized a familiar face, head nurse Park, who had cared for Eun O years ago. At that, Seung-hee froze for a moment, realizing the nurse had mistaken someone else, Go Seung-hee, for her. And though she smiled faintly, a strange unease stirred in her heart. Something was terribly wrong, though she didn't yet know why. By the time she began to move toward the VIP wing, the web of deceit had already been drawn tight. The trap was in motion, and there was no turning back.
'Cause you are